Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Play with Python. So in day two of our course, we're going to see what is reserved words and data types. So today we are not going to memorize all the reserved words and data types. Instead, we will be learning how to use it in our programs so that we don't forget it. So let's start with reserved words. For that, I'm going to my Python IDLE. You can also open your Python IDLE with you and we can start working together. But now we are in our Python IDLE. So I'll be using interactive mode so that we'll be getting immediate instant output. So we'll start with reserved words. Reserved words are the words which have some certain meanings. Those words will be already reserved for some specific purpose. Say, take if is a condition which has some specific reason for doing it. So, if, while, for, or and, or, all those are some reserved words which have some specific purpose. So those reserved words we can't use it as a function name or a variable name. So we should be careful. We are creating any function or creating any variables. We should not use those reserved words as your function name or variable name or module name, anything like that. So like we have a lot of reserved words in Python. So I'll be showing you a shortcut to recall and you always use your reserved words in your code. So just remember the word import. Import is also a reserved word, which is used to import any particular modules in our program or libraries in our program. So import keyword. Okay. So we are going to import a keyword and then say keyword dot keyword list. Okay. So we are going to get the list of keywords. Okay. So let's see. So these are the list of keywords. I think like totally we have 30 to 35 keywords are there in Python 3 version. So you don't have to memorize all this keyword, just like I mentioned. Just give a quick glance of all those keyword. And once we started working on it, we'll be making use of all these keywords. So once you start working on it, you'll get used to it. See, like the first three keywords, false, true, and none. And those three keywords are capitalized. Rest all the other keywords comes in small letters. Okay, those are in lowercase. Okay, so false, true, and false. You all know, like it's a Boolean data type, and none is where when there is a function which returns no value, then it will be displaying none value, and is the operator, and as is to assign or for example in pandas and all, if you want to give a short name for that module, we'll be using as. Assert is when we go for exception handling concepts. Those are like async and wait when it comes to threading concept. Break, if you want to break out from a loop, we'll be using break. Then for creating class. If we want to continue and go to the beginning of the loop, we'll be using continue. For creating a function, def keyword is used. For deleting, del is used. If you have multiple condition in your iterative statements, you'll be using or conditional statement, you'll be using elif, else if, let's say else if, else, if, and if you have two options, you can go for if, else. If you have three options, you can go for if, elif, else, and except, finally. Those are in exception handling concepts. For is for loop. From, again, it's for importing any modules, we'll be using from. And globally and non-global and non-global local are when we go for functions, and this is kind of giving scope to a function. Okay, so if is again a conditional statement. Import, just now we see import for importing any modules or libraries. In is a membership operator. Is it is again an operator. Is and not is in and not in or the operators. We'll be seeing that in the next session. So again, lambda, it's a lambda function for creating any anonymous functions. So local, as we already seen, local and global are for specifying the scope within a function. So not again, not or, these are again operators. Pass is a keyword which we will be using inside any function or any loops or somewhere where we don't have any specific line, where we don't have any idea of which line to place, but there should be at least one line. So we'll be using pass, which will be doing nothing. So that we'll see in detail. Again, price is exception handling concepts. Return for returns a specific value in a function. Try exception handling. While again, while loop with yield and all, we'll be using mostly in file handling, and yield keyword for generators, those concepts. Okay, so you don't have to memorize all those things. Instead, we have a shortcut to find what is the purpose of each and every keywords. For example, you don't know what is the purpose of if. Okay, so let's say I don't know what is if. I'll say help. We'll be using help function and ask for if. The codes I'll be giving if. See, it is displaying the documentation of that if. Okay, so it's saying the if statement. The if statement is a conditional execution, and you can see the syntax also. For if, you have if the expression followed by colon, and then if there is any else, we can mention else. If there is any else, you can mention, and within the after that you have to mention the body. Just all those things are detailedly explained. So you don't have to memorize or no, you don't have to keep in mind of function all the keywords and its meaning. Okay, so you can just make use of the help function, and now within the help function, you can specify the keyword name and it will display the documentation inside it. So for example, again, if you don't know what is in, it is an operator. We don't know what the in will do. I'll say help in, it will return the value of it. It is a membership test operation. So it has like two operators there, in and not in, to say whether the any particular element is inside the particular items or not. Okay, so you can, if you go to this documentation, you will be easily understand what is the purpose of that specific keyword. Okay, so just don't memorize everything. Just make use of these three lines and uh, keep your work so simple. So just first remember, we are importing the keyword, and then inside the keyword, we have KW list. Just use that KW method, keyword.kw list, and it will show all the list of keywords in the Python 3 version. Okay, so then if you don't know any particular keyword, just go for help. Not only keyword, if you have no idea about what is the particular function or module or whatever it is, just make use of the help function, and inside the help function, say what you want to know. It will display the documentation of it. You can just go over the document and you will understand. So this are just a brief about the keywords. We will be using keywords throughout our course. We will be using wherever necessary. So once you start working on it, you'll get used to it. So hope you are clear with this concept. If you have any doubts, just let me know in the comments below.